Hello Penman Business Supplies. I am Sunil from auctionprotemplates.com. In this instructional video tutorial, I am going to explain you how you can go about managing your eBay storefront. So let's have a look at your project directory. I have got your project directory called Penman Business Supplies on my computer here. So it has got some folders and some HTML files. Please note that these folders will be placed on your remote server, which is hosted at PenmanBusinessSupplies.com, and these HTML files will go inside of your eBay store management section. So I'll show you how to do all of these things. Okay, so let's first look at your storefront. So this is your storefront. This is how it will be seen by any visitor who visit your eBay store. And to manage this storefront, you have to scroll down and go to this link which says seller manage store. Please click this link, and now you will be taken to sign in page if you are not already signed in. Otherwise, if you are already signed in, you will be taken directly to the store management section inside of your eBay store management section. Okay, so let me sign in using your eBay store credentials. So I have got your eBay store credentials here. You have got this username. I will copy it and paste in this section, and then I'll copy your password as well. Let's paste it in here and then sign in. No. So this is the back end of your eBay storefront from where you can manage your eBay store. So I'll recommend you to please take a look after listening to this instructional video and play around with this, so you get to know what this thing is exactly and how we can go about managing things in here. Okay, so here if you go inside of this left section where it says store design, you have got store categories. If I click here, it will open up all the categories that you have created. So at the moment, if I click this store icon and open it in a new tab, you will see your storefront. Let it just load, and at the moment I can see you have got pretty much some store categories done in here, but you have listed products only to this office supplies categories. So we can see it has got 6 listings. So on your storefront we can see office supplies with the 6 products listed, while you don't have any product listed to other categories, so they don't show up in the store categories section here. So if you want them to be visible here in the store categories, you need to place at least one listing in each of these categories. Okay, and you have got some about 18 listings done in other items which are not linked to any of these categories. So you can see other items also here in the categories. So if you want to see these categories as well in this category section here, you want to list at least one listing to each of these categories. Okay, so that will be done from your eBay listing section. I think you know that because you have already done 6 and 18 listings in here. So let's move on to this display settings section and see what I can explain you in this section. So in this section we have got following things. We have got left navigation setting here, from where you can set up these things: search bars, show categories, show buyer options, and show page options. So when it will open, I'll show you what I mean. Let it just open. Okay, so we have it here. From this section you can turn on the search. If you turn this search box on, it will show a search box, custom search box here just above this category section, like this. So we don't want this search box in here at the moment. We have got categories turned on, and store category is showing only the first category level, not the second and the third level. You can turn on the second category level from here, but it is recommended you put just the first category. As you can see, it is recommended here from the eBay. And you can turn on, we have got buyer options turned on as well. So you will have buyer options showing here, which says display products in grid or list view. So we have got store pages turned on as well, and you can see store pages being shown here in the left section. Now let's save this thing and go back to our display section, display settings section. So this has covered this section, and now I need to explain you this store header display section. So you can, this is basically used to change the header section of your storefront. So this storefront has got following things in your header section: this slider you see here, the top navigation, and this logo section, and the search bar here. This all goes inside of this display header section. So here's the code, here's the section where you will put the header code. So you can click inside of it, press Ctrl and Ctrl A to select everything, and then you can delete it. And inside of your Dreamweaver or any text editor, if you open your project directory, you can see this file called header section.html. This is the code. This is the code that you need to copy and paste it in this section on the eBay, in your eBay store management section, when you have made any edits to it or anything you have changed in this. So let me explain you what this header section.html does, and where each and everything of that is seen on your store is. Sorry, I opened different browser. So your header section has got this top section which contains your logo and the store search section. So let's go inside of your header section.html, and you don't need to change any of these things. This script section here, this has to be like this, and you don't need to touch any of this section. Next thing, we have got this link section, which basically is linking your stores.css. Inside of your CSS folder, you have got a styling files called store.css, form.css, ebay.css. You don't need to edit these as well. These has to be like this only. In fact, you don't need to edit anything inside of this header section. I'm just explaining you so that you know what is where. Okay, so this is the top logo section, this div id logo. This is basically this logo section which is linking to your storefront, store.ebay.com/PenmanBusinessSupplies. You don't need to edit it, it has been linked here, so nothing need to be done here. This is the search code for your storefront. This has also been linked, you don't need to do anything in this. And moving down, you have got here script tag which calls in top nav.js from your JavaScript folder here. So inside of top nav, you have got your code for this top navigation, which has following links: home, about us, and other things. I have got all of these linked, so you don't need to do. If at all you want to edit, you can edit this section. You can come directly inside of here. You have got this section which says home. You can edit this text, and this has got the linking done to your storefront from using this link inside of the quotes here. Similarly, you have got about us link here, and it is being linked to this link inside of these double quotes. You don't basically need to edit this as well, and it is just for explaining you. I'm just explaining you where this thing comes from. Okay, so next thing inside of header section .html is the slider section, which is this slider section. You don't need to edit this section to change the images here. I'll show you how you can change these images directly from your FTP. So no need to change anything inside of the code. You have got 3 images linked here, which is slider1.jpg, slider2.jpg, slider3.jpg. here you don't need to do any changes inside here. Anytime you create a new image for this slider 1, you just replace these images slider1.jpg, slider2.jpg, and slider3.jpg inside of your images folder here. You replace these images which says slider 1, slider 2, slider 3, and then we will upload it directly to your FTP server. So no need to change anything inside of the code here in header section.html. It will remain as it is. Okay, so next thing I will show you is, I think, so this is done here. We can save it and move to seeing from where we can change our custom pages. So next thing I'll go is, this is the section from where you can change the custom pages. Click this link which says custom pages, and in here you will see all the custom pages that you have got on your eBay store, which is about us, FAQ, return, shipping, our services. Okay, so about us, in fact home page, about us. Home page is basically this section below this slider. Everything that comes below this slider here, towards this side, this section, this is the home page. This is the home page. Okay, so the code for this is inside of homepage.html. I'll show you how to edit that as well, but first let's have a look at these custom pages, which is about us, FAQ, returns, shipping, and our services. So anytime you want to edit these pages, you simply select this drop down. Like for instance, you want to change about us page, you click this drop down, select edit, and you will be taken to edit page. Okay, so the page title is given here, about us. Leave it like that. This is the code that you can change using any of the text editor that you have got. You might have notepad plus. I've got Dreamweaver from where I edit my HTML pages. So let's select the about us.html from our project directory, and inside of here I have got the text for your about us page. Just click this about us page here and go to the about us page to see what we have there on your storefront. Okay, so you can see we have got following paragraphs inside of here. We have got following text. So to edit this text, you go inside of your text editor and you will see the text inside of this code here. So inside of this p tag, I have got this text, and here at since 2009 it is I have got two break tags, so that I can have spaces here or a line break here to start my another paragraph here. So anytime you want a line break, you will just need to place two break tags just like this here, just like this break tags here, two break tags BR. Okay, and rest is simple. You can just change any of this text and put in your new text, copy from anywhere and put the text here, save this file, and then save this file, and then you simply need to copy this file from this section. You will not want to copy this link tag for the listing, because your storefront has already been linked in header section.html. so only thing that you need to copy from this custom page is from this div section to this div section. Copy this thing and then go inside of your eBay store management section for the custom pages, and then here inside of this text box place your mouse cursor, then Control and A to select all, delete this, and then Control and V to paste the new page that you have copied from your text editor. Okay, and then press continue, and then save and publish this page. And once you do save and publish this page, you can refresh your browser and you will see the new change done to this aboutus.html. okay, now similar things can be done to each of these pages, which says FAQ, return page, shipping page, and our services page. So I won't go into the details of showing the same things over again to you like I did for the About Us page, but you can, I think, probably understand how to do these things. Okay, so FAQ page is here. So if I go to FAQ page on your website, you can see you have got question and then you have got the answers. So to edit these questions and answer and to add more questions and answer, you can just go inside of your project directory and open this faq.html, and from here you can see inside of this h1 I've got this question and then the answer inside of this p tag here. So these are the only things that you need to edit. Now if you want to add more question and answer, you can simply select any of this question and the answer, and then just below it paste it again, and then change this question to another new question that you have, and this answer to that answer that you might want to have. I'll just revert back the change and save it. So once you have saved this page as well, you will not want to copy this link tag, but instead copy this page from this div section down to this section, and then similarly paste it here inside of your FAQ edit section. Okay, so similar things has to be done to returns page, shipping page, and services page, which I have got inside this project directory here. So you can see I've got about us, FAQ, we have got services, shipping, and returns page. You can edit these things and then put these HTML in your eBay store management section here. Okay, so next thing I need to show you is, I think, home page. For the home page, I don't think you need to do anything. You don't need to edit anything inside of code for home page. For these category thumbnails, I'll link these up once you have listed at least one product to each of these categories that you have created in your store management section. Once you list at least one product, they will show up here in the store category section, and then I'll link these thumbnails to these categories, so you don't have to do anything on the home page, edit anything on the home page basically. So let's see what else you can do. Okay, now let's have a look at the files on your remote hosting, design files on your remote hosting, and how to upload files on your remote hosting from where these design is being fetched. Okay, so here inside of my FTP file client, I have basically logged in to your remote hosting. So to log into your remote hosting, you need to use following credential. I have got creds.txt file created inside of your project directory. So you can see the FTP credentials inside of this file. So you have got host name as PenmanBusinessSupplies, which you will put in this host field section here, and then you have got username called eBay, which needs to be put in here, and then password for in this your password section, and then you will press quick connect. Now once you press quick connect, you will be taken to this section on your remote server. So I am actually at the moment inside of the folder where I should be, but you won't be here. So let me show you where you will be once you connect to your remote hosting using FTP client like FileZilla, or you can use any other FTP client like WinSCP as well. So I'm using FileZilla. So once you quick connect using your FileZilla FTP client, you will be taken to this section, and inside of here you need to go inside of this folder called http docs. You need to go in this, and once inside of this http docs, you will need to find this folder called eBay that I created, and this folder basically contains all of these folders that I showed you in your project directory on my computer. This slider, listing builder app, JS folder, images, CSS, categories, notes, all of these folders basically are being kept on inside of this eBay directory here on your remote server. So you can see they are in here. So now I need to show you how you can go about changing this banner or images for the slider section here. Okay, now to change these images, the only thing you need to keep in mind is make sure that you keep the proportions for these images to be, these images should be basically 965 by 370. As you can see up here, it has to be 965 by 370. So whenever you create a new image for this slider, whenever you create these slider images, you make sure that you keep these dimensions in mind. So 965 by 370 for the dimension of these slider images. Okay, so all you need to do is create a new image keeping these dimensions in mind, and then rename them as slider image 1. Let me see what these have got name: slider1.jpg, slider2.jpg, and slider3.jpg, and replace these three images inside of your images folder in your project directory with the new images that you have created. And then all you need to do is log into your this server, remote server, and open up this images folder there, and the images folder on your local computer here as well. So this left window here shows my files and directory on my computer, and this right side basically shows your files and directory on your remote hosting. So all you need to do is go inside of images folder in your project directory here, and images folder in here on your remote server as well, and just find slider images here. So you have got slider 1, slider 2, slider 3. Press Ctrl and copy, press Ctrl and select the slider 1, slider 2 and slider 3, and then simply drag and drop these images to the right side here, and they will override these images that was present there before, and you'll instantly see the changes when you refresh your browser here. So this is basically the step. These are the steps that you need to do to change those slider images section. Okay, so that is all you will be wanting to be editing from directly from inside of the code, as I know it tends to get hard, and sometimes you mess up everything just to edit the small little things. So we are always there to help you out if you get stuck, and that is all I've got in this video tutorial for you. Thank you.